Hi. It's time for a short 1 hour, hour half, two hour stream. Quick hour half, 2 hour stream. Scary game that Square Enix, will mistreat. Although it is getting a manga sequel, so that's neat, I guess. Now, I did play this for a little bit. Like, my friend gifted it to me sometime last year, but I deleted the data. What was really cool is when I booted it up, I got achievement for not playing it for 3 days. It's been much longer than 3 days, though. Ah, you are here. Welcome. I have been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Thank you, Square Enix. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the storyteller. Well, I'm the story reader. Well, hey, thanks for bowing to me. It is? Oh. Why isn't this working? Give me a minute. Give me a moment. There we go. There we go. You didn't miss much. It was just title screen and me reading this guy's dialogue. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. I shall be your guide going forward. Now then, before we begin our story, there are several things I must bring to your attention. First, this game uses autosave. Oh, nice, convenient. This game will automatically save at regular intervals, so you may stop playing anytime. This guy is... I like his style, like the kimono, some type of ascot, and then a trench coat. And a fedora, and gloves. Like, I don't know what style this dude is going for, but it works. Also the mask. Saving is a very important element of games. It is the only way to keep your memories in place. No, there's also passwords if you live through the 90s. Just go into Justin Bailey in any single password screen and see what happens. If you do not wish to rely on autosave alone, you can also save manually via the menu. Next, please look at the upper right of the screen. This is the menu button. From here, you can check the text log, view useful files, and switch auto mode on and off. You can also adjust the brightness, volume, and other settings in the options menu. For instance, if there is a voice you would prefer not to hear, you can mute it by setting the voice volume to 0. Where? Oh, it's not like individual voices. It's only like one voice. I was going to go ahead and set Storyteller's voice to 0, even though it's not voiced, but... I suggest you check the brightness, controls, and other settings now before going on. No. Well, I'm not using a controller, but thank you. I'll explain other essential functions when the time is right. Ah, there is one more thing I wish to confirm before we continue. It would feel strange to go on without knowing your name. Please tell me what I may call you. Yeah, you saw through my ruse. He's not letting me be a clown. Yeah. Sure. Oh, how rude of me. Please pardon my mistake. I was sure that's what you said, but it seems I was wrong. What came over me? Let me try again. You should be called Clusso the Clown. Yeah, sure. I see. Very good. I seem to have gotten it right this time. Alright, now that we've been properly introduced, let us begin our story. Presented by Clusso the Clown. Ahem. From antiquity to present day, regardless of how society and civilization evolve, death has been a constant presence that none have ever escaped. What about Lord Voldemort? I guess he died eventually. Whether it is one's own or of that of someone close, death is always a difficult thing to accept. It is an immutable reality, a value shared by all, no matter the age in which they live. In fact, oral traditions reflecting people's fears and prayers regarding death still remain, ghosts, spirits, and so on. Similar, I can't say that. All right. So, you know, I can't. This is my purple smoke alarm. I cannot say similarly. 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 In an attempt to defy death, many curses, rituals, and customs have been born. From burning spirit incense to summoning the souls of the dead. Everybody just has like one thing they cannot say, and for me, it's this. I don't know why. I struggle to say it. I worked with a guy once who could not say the name. Dwayne. Like, no matter how much he tried, he could not say Dwayne. Some of those secret arts are still being passed down to this day. On that note, Clusso the Clown, this may seem rather abrupt, but is there someone you wish to bring back from the dead? What if you had one chance to use the sacred art of resurrecting the dead? Yes, if you had the power to bring someone back to life one time and only one time, what would you do, Clusso the Sea? I wouldn't want to. Let someone else have it. Too risky for me. I see. Can you see? Like, your mask might not have eye holes. Very interesting. Yes, that is what I thought you would say. What seems to be the matter? You want to know what this box that has been sitting here is? Listen, I was born in the 80s. This is a television. I know what it is. I mean, it might look vastly different from the modern TV, but I know what this is. It's quite the curious thing, isn't it? This is called a color television. The world I will be sending you to is full of devices such as this that do not exist in the age you are from. How do you know when I'm from, or where I'm from? I lived through this era. I had one of these. In this era, a color television can be found in nearly every household. So am I from the future or the past? That is not all. For example, am I like John Titor or am I like Steve the Caveman? Which is it? Whoa! Zoomed in! Extreme close-up! If a person should wish to contact someone while they're out of their home, they use public telephones like this that can be found all over the city. Yeah, I know what those are too. I saw those growing up. I mean, now I have a cell phone. Can you imagine what life would be like in such a time? No, I lived it, man. I'd be thrilled to have you continue the story, Clusso the Sea. Oh, you know what? Clusso the Clown is from the 1900s with his failed cities. After all, that is why you came here, no? I'm gonna have to clear my throat a lot with all the talking, huh? So let us begin. I have kept you waiting long enough. Yeah, you took half my stream already, man. I present to you Paranormasight, a bizarre tale surrounding the curse known as the Rite of Resurrection. A peculiar yarn ensnaring 9 men and women in a fierce fight for their lives as it unravels. Now that game's called 999 and it was on the Nintendo DS. I played that too. Yeah, that's an honorary game. I've played that too. Some of the characters appearing within surely share your views on the Rite of Resurrection. I imagine those who have lost someone dear to them will feel particularly strong about it, clinging to it as their last desperate hope. The first I shall introduce, a man named Shogo Oki, is one of them. Shogo is OKE. Shogo is an unremarkable young man entertaining his 3rd year of working in the planning department at Hihaku Soaps, a chemicals company headquartered in Sumida. Born in Western Tokyo to an ordinary family around the same time as the birth of color TV, he grew up amidst the boom of special effects heavy action films, anime variety shows, professional baseball, and pop music. Shogo graduated from a famous private university in Tokyo and has since settled into an apolitical mindset common among those of his generation, with no strong ideals and no particular dissatisfaction with the world as it develops around him. He is content to just go with the flow, having stumbled into his current position by pure chance, and it is safe to assume he will follow the stereotypical path of working his way up the ladder, starting a family, and remaining at the same company until retirement. He plays folk guitar as a hobby, and is currently looking for a girlfriend. The storyteller guides those who visit Paranormasight. Everything else about him remains a mystery. Well, his occupation is... I mean, sex was nothing to be question mark. He just called him him. So... And his job is clearly storyteller. Breaking news! Breaking news! What's happening? Oh, I wonder what it could be. This game is running at 323 FPS, by the way. I thought that was, useful knowledge. Oh, I wonder what could it be at such a time. Early this morning, the body of a drowned man was discovered at a park in Sumida City. Police have identified the body as Shogo Okei. I just met him, and he's dead. I haven't even met him. I was introduced to him, and now he's dead. Oh, that sucks. A 25-year-old man who worked at a company in the area. As signs of a struggle were found, the Sumida police suspect foul play and have launched an investigation. Oh, excuse me. Please pay no mind to what you have just seen. Don't jump scare me. Goodness, you very nearly saw something that would have spoiled the story. I mean, I did see it. It's spoiled. I can't erase it from my mind. Just pretend you did not see that. No. Let us turn back time a smidge and start again from there. Do you understand? You saw nothing. You know nothing. Ain't that the truth? This story is a work of fiction. All locations, characters, organization, legends, etc. that appear in this game have no relation to reality. Prove it. How I know that this isn't reality and I'm the game? Square Enix presents Shogo? Nice. Square Enix presents Shogo. Shogo, are you alright? Hey, can you hear me? Huh? Hey, that's not a proper answer. Earth to Shogo, okay? What do you think you're doing falling asleep here? I knew I'd find you snoozing down here. Sorry, I was just getting my Keyblade. You gave me quite the shock. Come on now, up with you. Up. Okay, and... Thanks. There. How's that? Alright, hope your last name's not Ono. Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Oh yeah, humor's off balance? Yeah, my humor's always off balance. I'm fine, I think. There's definitely nothing wrong with my humors, though my head's still a bit fuzzy. This isn't voiced, right? So why was there like a voice volume selector when no one's talked so far? No one has been voiced so far. Office worker, Shogo Okei. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. Turn your head around a little bit to see if you can walk all right. When the game is in your control, drag the screen or move the right stick to look around. Try looking around your surroundings now. Hi, you're a bit close. Good, good. You seem to be fine. What a relief. Do you remember anything? Like where we are or what we were doing? The rite of resurrection. Huh? Wait a second. When did I tell you about that? I mean, I guess I must have, seeing as you know that name, but weird. Anyway, you still seem a little out of it. Why don't you look around a little more? Yeah, you gonna try to jump scare me again? Surroundings. Where are we? Oh, right. This is Sumida City, Tokyo. We're at Kinchibiori Park near Kinchicho Station. Tokyo's a city, right? So is there like smaller cities inside Tokyo City? Or is Tokyo like a prefect or something? I don't know much about Japan. I don't know much about the geography of Japan. Yoko brought me here saying she needed my help with something important. It's just past midnight. That explains why there's nobody else around. Oh, maybe that was that's an interesting option. One of the 23 districts of Tokyo, located in the eastern part of the city, it is surrounded by the Sumida, Arakawa, and Kunaka rivers. At the start of the Showa era, the area was divided into two districts, the southern Honjo and northern Mukujima. But but they were merged into one district after the Second World War. It is said to be named after the Sumida River and the banks that line it. Unlike the river, however, its name uses the character for ink rather than that for corner. Even now, people still frequently mix up the two. Despite suffering extensive damage from both the Great Kanto earthquake and the air bombings during the war, it's Kanto, isn't it? I know why I said Kanto. Sumida managed to I should know that because Pokemon. Sumida managed to recover and come out on top every time. Once filled with samurai residences, it is now home to a thriving industrial district and many residential zones, though evidence of its previous character can still be found all around the area. Major landmarks / tourist attractions: the Eco Temple, former Yasuda Gardens, site of Kira Kozukanosuke's residence, Hanjo, Matsuzakacho Park, Sumida Park, Tokyo Metropolitan Memorial Hall, Mukujima Hiking Gardens. Like this one wasn't too hard to pronounce. This one I had to look at for a couple seconds. Kinchikobori Park. Conveniently close to Kinchincho Station and surrounded on all sides by roads, this paved park is a popular spot for people to meet or relax. Kinshibiori Park was named after the Kinshibiori Canal, part of the West Warageso Canal, which can be once found nearby. In fact, the area's name, Kinshicho, was once derived... I think I've said this like 50 different times already. I'm sorry, Japanese. That's Yoko Fukunaga. Good, at least I can remember that much. I first met her about a month ago. She's 23, works as a housekeeper, and is really into the occult. If I think harder, I could probably recall a little more what's going on. We've only met her a few times, but we've really hit it off. She's a lot of fun to be around. Well, stop looking for a girlfriend, man. You found one. I have no idea how she feels, though. I get the sense she isn't thinking about me that way right now. But I know I've got a thing for bubbly girls who are into dark things like the occult. Paranormal fanatic, Yoko Fukunaga. Yoko Fukunaga, female housekeeper. After obtaining a junior college degree, Yoko started working as a housekeeper. Due to her ability to see things others cannot, she has received strange looks from a young age. This ability spurred an interest in the paranormal, which she continues to pursue this day. Following graduation, Yoko worked a desk job at a trading company, but butted heads with her supervisor, who was skeptical of the supernatural, and quit within a year. Now, while working as a housekeeper, she spends her days devouring mystery magazines. That's not good. Don't eat paper. It's not good for you. Don't eat paper. And visiting haunted spots. As she vowed to live life true to herself and never change for the sake of others, Yoko has no regrets about the path she has taken. Yoko has a dog, a Shiba Inu named Ogopogo, who has been by her side since she was a student. Isn't an Ogopogo like some sort of UMA, like it's some sort of a cryptid? It's some sort of cryptid, I think. I'm pretty sure it is. No, I'm pretty sure an Ogopogo is some sort of cryptid. These telephone booths are all over town. The lights are always on so they can be used in an emergency. I know what a telephone booth is. A small booth containing a public telephone, most often found in parks or along roads. Local telephone calls can be placed at a rate of 10 yen per 3 minutes. More recently, telephone booths capable of accepting prepaid cards known as telephone cards have begun to spread, enabling one to make a phone call without the need for small change. The telephone booths in the downtown area tend to be plastered with unauthorized advertisements and leaflets, a problem that has shown no signs of slowing down. Give it 20 years. Playground. That's an interesting looking playground. It's a jungle gym, dude. I bet it's crawling with kids during the daytime, but it's kind of peaceful here at night. There's trash on the floor! Alright, hi, Yoko. Yikes, that was close. If we died before we got our hands on the rite of resurrection, everything would be over before it started. Let me think. Okay, yeah, I did that already. We're going to flashback mode? It was around noon on one of my days off. I had just finished running some errands in Kinichio, and he was here taking a quick break. I was looking around absentmindedly. I have to actually look around. When I noticed this girl loitering about, she was digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. She seemed to be enjoying herself, talking to the animal figures and petting them on their heads. My curiosity got the better of me before long, and I struck up a conversation. Hey, are you looking for something? Ah, sorry. I must look like a total weirdo. Yeah, I don't judge though. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm looking for something. If you want, I could give you a hand. Really? I mean, that'd be a huge help, but... Are you really just a good Samaritan? Is Samaritan a word that normally gets capitalized? Or are you after, you know, something else? Huh? I'm a good Samaritan. Oh, wow! My hero. People like you really do exist. I think I might cry. I love a good cry. That's what I do in most of my spare time. Like on my breaks at work, I just go into the back room and cry. Okay, I guess I'll let you help me. Be warned, you might regret what you've gotten yourself into. Already do. No worries. What are you looking for anyway? Did you lose a bracelet or something? Not exactly. I'm searching for one of the 7 mysteries. Supposedly, this one is the location of the Whispering Canal. The what? Now I've done it. I bet you think I'm some kind of lunatic. The 7 Mysteries of Hanjo. Do you know anything about it? I figured everyone around here would have at least heard of it, but I guess not. Hanjo is what the southern part of Sumida is called. A long time ago, this part of Tokyo was split into 2 separate cities. The north part was Mukujima, and the south part was Hanjo. Huh? Am I boring you? Well, I'm not a local or anything. I just work around here. Oh, then no wonder you didn't know. Well, the 7 Mysteries of Hanjo is a legend dating all the way back to the Edo period. Really? It's that old? That's like over 200 years ago. Oh, I've got your attention after all. I just assumed it was one of those fake stories, made up just to chase the occult craze. Haha, I don't blame you. A lot of the popular stories going around are pretty fishy. Does anybody ever say haha in a conversation? But the 7 Mysteries of Hanjo are different, because they're all true. They're true? That's what I said. They're the real deal. So hold on. What does that mean? Are you telling me there's actually paranormal stuff at work in this park? Yep, pretty much. But there's got to be more to it after all. Oh, after all I've done, I still haven't found a thing. That was the first time I met Yoko Fukunaga. Oh! Hanjo became known as a hot spring for strange happenings during the Edo period. A number of these stories have survived to this day, and became known as the 7 Mysteries of Hanjo. While many of these were likely the result of people blaming things they didn't understand on spirits or monsters, the stories continue to be told as urban legends. Despite what the name would imply, there are actually more than 10 of these strange tales. Then who made the names? Someone doesn't know how to count? I'm angry now. Bad math upsets me. The roots likely come from stories told by the city's common folk. The most famous of the stories is the Whispering Canal, which eventually became the basis for both an idiom and a well-known Rakugo story. I know what that is because I watched Joshiraku. An enduring superstition. Formerly known as Kinshibiori, many fishermen once gathered on a section of the canal that ran through Hanjo. As their days came to a close, and the fishermen gathered up their catches, a terrifying voice would rise up from the canal, whispering, "Leave it behind, leave it behind." Those who ignored the voice found themselves unable to move, and their previously full baskets of fish emptied. They would then be dragged into the canal, never to return. This strange phenomenon continued to occur, and the people began to call this body of water the Whispering Canal. Paranormal phenomena, the supernatural, aliens, cryptids, lost civilizations, ESP. The list goes on. Such unexplainable phenomena are quick to take on a life of their own. A plesiosaur named Nessie living in Loch Ness. Sightings of mythical creatures like the Tsuchinoko or Hibagon. I don't know what a Hibagon is. I know what the flat snake is. Tsuchinoko, flat snake. I ate one in Metal Gear Solid 3, or rather Big Boss ate one. If you eat it, you get scolded for eating it. The urban legend of the Kuchake One, I forgot how you pronounce it. That's the slit-mouthed lady. Television reports of spoon-bending psychics. You can't talk about that guy, he'll sue you. Documentaries which feature mediums and spirit photography. These are only a few examples of stories that have captivated the public. There is no end to this obsession in sight, with magazines on paranormal phenomenon enjoying widespread publication. Most recently, rumors of an ancient ritual known as the Rite of Resurrection have been spreading in certain circles. So I forget his name, like the spoon-bending psychic dude, but he literally sued Game Freak and Nintendo over like Alakazam having like spoons, like bending the spoon. Which is why I think in like after like first edition cards of Alakazam, he no longer had spoons because of said guy. No, it was not a Japanese guy. It was an English guy. I forget his name. No, it was psychic, not a magician. We exchanged contact information, and we've talked on the phone a few times since. We've even met in person once or twice. But she never brought up the 7 mysteries of Honjo again. I figured she'd gotten bored of it. Until today, when all of a sudden, she decided to resume her search. Huh? Wait a second. Where did Yoko go? Oh, here she is. There she is! She's back to digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. She seems to be enjoying herself, talking to the animal figures and petting them on their heads. No animal needs that much petting. Clearly you haven't met my cat. Jeez, she's still at it. Jeez, she's still at it. Alright, I'll go do something else. I'll just fuck off while you do that. According to Yoko, the Whispering Canal, one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, is around here somewhere. It's apparently the story that the expression "left at the canal" originally comes from. I never heard of it. I think I left myself a note about it. I should check my files. Alright, did I read that already? I read that already though, right? Yeah, that's the one I read already. No, recall? I gotta think. That's right. She asked me to come here to help her look for one of the 7 mysteries. Actually, I think I did some research into the 7 mysteries of Honjo. I can't remember all too well. I should check my files. Alright. The Fool's Procession, an enduring superstition. A mysterious tale regaling an encounter had by a daimyo at his residence in Honjo's Ushijima, now Komagata High School. When walking around his estate, he heard the sound of music, much like that of a Kagura performance. He commanded his people to find the source, but no matter how much they searched, the music would fade when one neared the Waragaisui Canal. Yeah, sure. The source of the sound was never located. This story is also known as the Procession of the Tanuki, as many were of the belief that it must have been the mischievous tricksters behind it all. While walking along the road near Hoonji at night, one might spot a hazy lantern light up ahead, despite there being no one around. Following it will cause us to go out suddenly when getting near, but just when one fears the darkness might swallow them up, another light will appear further ahead, as if guiding the one who sees it. Some say the flame is benevolent, leading people to their homes, while others believe it's a monster. It is a monster leading people astray. Never follow the wisps. Never follow the wisps. Some even believe it's the vengeful spirit of someone that died, luring the lost to the land of the dead. The haunting clappers. As the evening bell rings in Aricho, near present-day Shimoko Bridge, a night watchman patrols the dark streets and announces his presence by shouting warnings about fires, all the while striking his wooden clappers. But tonight, the sound of another set of clappers answers back. He curiously claps his clappers together again. Clack, clack, the echo answers again. But no matter how hard he searches for... He claps his cheeks. Clap, clap. But no matter how hard he searches for the source of the second pair of clappers, he never finds it. Some say it was the work of a mischievous tanuki or kitsune, while others say it was a warning from the spirit of someone who lost their life in a terrible fire. The Evergreen Beach! Once upon a time in North Okurabashi, a beautiful beech tree stood in the garden of Lord Shinden's restaurant. Restaurant. Oh, good job, brain. Residence. Now known as the former Yasuda Gardens. It was so impressive that the house became known among the people as the beach residence. Somehow, no one ever had seen a single leaf fall from the tree. As rumors spread of the eternally green tree, it became known as the Evergreen Beach. However, this particular species of tree was actually an evergreen, so the lack of fallen leaves was nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. This has led people to say that the strangest part of this legend is the fact that it even became a legend at all. So it's like a tree, which was already an evergreen tree, became famous for being an evergreen tree. Sure. The Taiko of Tsugaru. There was once a daimyo from the Hirosaki domain in Tsugaru who built a restaurant in Midoricho on a large piece of land. On this estate was an almost 8-meter tall tower that served as a lookout for fires. Only a designated firefighter was allowed to use the large drum that resided atop the tower in the event of a fire. While most towers use wooden blocks to sound the fire alarm, yeah, the clappers from the other story, they're related. For some reason, this residence was permitted to use drums. The residence and its special privileges led to much speculation and gossip among the townsfolk. The Foot-Washing Mansion, an enduring superstition. This is the story of something that occurred in the dead of night in a residence in Mikasacho, modern-day southward Gasui Street in Kamizawa. A foul-smelling wind rattled the house. Suddenly, a giant foot, drenched in blood, smashed through the ceiling. "Wash!" it commanded. How a foot talk with no mouth? Just talking through the toes? Yeah, this house got Monty Python. After the servants carefully washed the foot, it returned from whence it came, fixing the roof it had broken. How? With the toes? Like he just holding a hammer and nails in his toes? A man who had been visited by the foot every night asked a friend to trade houses with him. That night, the foot stopped appearing. Some people might like that. Some people might like a giant foot crashing into their house every day. The One-Sided Reed. There was once an infamous rogue by the name of Tomizo who fell for a woman named Okoma. Tomizo persistently chased after Okoma, attempting to win her heart over and over again, but she rejected his advances each time. Enraged by her indifference to him, Tomizo brought a dagger to a canal. I read well. I swear I'm not illiterate. A canal near Ryogoku Bridge and attacked Okoma. He cut the arm and leg off one side of her body and then threw them into the canal. Ever since then, the reeds growing along that canal only have sprouted leaves on one side. Dude, that's not how you make people love you. You don't cut their limbs off. It's not going to work. The Ever-Burning Lantern. On a bone-chilling winter's night, one may happen upon a soba cart along the canal known as South, I hate this word, Warragaesui. But there is something strange about this cart. No matter when one might visit, its owner is nowhere to be found, yet the lantern that hangs from it stays perpetually lit, burning brightly, even with no oil to fuel it. Should one attempt to put out the flame, it immediately roars back to life. However, there is also the tale of the never-burning lantern, another telling of the story in which the soba cart's lantern always remains dark, refusing to be lit. Recall. Actually, I think I did that already. Alright, let's go talk to Yoko. Where is she? Still digging in the grass? Oh, wait. She's coming back this way. Hi. Hey, what was that just now? Huh? Didn't you hear that? You're hearing things. No, I didn't hear anything. You sure you didn't just imagine it? Maybe I did. But your special talent, you should have been able to hear it. Pay closer attention to me, okay? Oh, I have talents? I didn't know that. I thought I was talentless. My special talent? What are you talking about? Huh? I mean your spirit sense. You look like you can handle your liquor. Huh? I have no idea what drinking has to do with it, but I don't think so. Well, you must. But thou must. I mean, you can see me, right? Ghost! Huh? Shogo okay, 1 a.m. Thanks. Kinshibiori Park. I don't know how she's so comfortable talking about spirits and the paranormal at this time of night. Either she's got guts or she's just used to it. Unless, no, it can't be. Wait. You're kidding, right? About what? I mean, just now. It kind of sounded like you were saying that only people with spirit sense can see you. Of course that was a joke, duh. You don't really think I'm some kind of evil spirit, do you? But yeah. I meant what I said about your spirit sense being strong. I bet you could down a whole gimlet in one gulp. Seriously. Now, when you're saying spirit, do you mean like alcohol and not like spooky spirits? That's the real reason actually to help me with the 7 mysteries of Honjo business. Okay, let me just clarify something. Are you saying you can actually see paranormal stuff? Sure, I could handle a solid Moscow mule. Why are you measuring this in terms of cocktails? Not a believer, her. Well, that's no matter. But you have to have seen some weird stuff over the years, right? How close are you going to zoom into me? Weird stuff? Yeah, like things you could see but could never understand. You can't be serious. About spirit sense. I've seen ghost photos in magazines before, but are you telling me they really exist? You bet they do, but you can only recognize them if you really believe in them, so be careful. So even with my skill, I won't be able to see them if I doubt that they exist. That's right. The spirit world is all about the mind and the soul. You won't be able to see a thing unless you're properly in tune. But sometimes people get caught up in the moment, thinking they might see something, and then they really do, because they believe they would. Yeah, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Is that how that works? Yep, just like drinking. You never know how much booze you can handle unless you're ready to down some shots. Something tells me you have a drinking problem. I'm still not sure I get the drinking thing. Ha! You know, I realized how strange it was as the words left my mouth. Sheesh. About alcohol. Totally unrelated, but do you actually drink real alcohol? I mean... Oh, okay, that's a different... I was like, why is it capitalized? And I realized that that's a different sentence. Whoa, talk about whiplash. I didn't expect you to start making small talk. Well, our conversation was getting a bit dark. I figured a change of topic might lighten things up. Oh, I see. If you really want to know, I like to think I can handle a few drinks. In fact, I'm sauced right now. What do you think I was doing by that sandbox? Just partaking of the flask. But to tell you the truth, I've never actually had a Moscow Mule. Really now? Hehehe, I just thought it sounded cool. I would like to try it though. Why don't we go for a drink sometime then? Oh, are you asking me out? No, you're just being a good Samaritan, right? No, it's not what I mean. Shogo want girlfriend. Haha, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'd be up for that. But only if we find one of the 7 mysteries. Alright, let's get up to work. About the 7 mysteries of Hanjo. I just remembered, I actually did some research on the 7 mysteries of Hanjo at the library. You did? What did you find? Well, I discovered a few interesting things. Oh, tell me everything. Although they're called the 7 mysteries, the literature lists 9 of them. I was told that there was more than 10 before, so what is it? What is the correct amount of mysteries? The amount of mysteries is a mystery. That's the 10th one. Oh, I'm surprised you picked up on that. Nice researching. Some people think there could be up to 15. That's the thing about these old folk tales. Stuff gets added to them over the years. That's more extra stories than main ones. Yeah, but the 7 mysteries rolls off the tongue way better than 9 or 15. If you say so. But it makes sense, don't you think? It's more likely to be passed on if it's easy to remember. Huh, that's a good point. So, I read some of the stories. None of them were scary. I thought these were supposed to be ghost stories. That's true. They're more like a collection of superstitions, really. But there are some pretty disturbing ones in the mix. Yeah, like the one that's supposed to take place here, the Whispering Canal. People who fish in this canal would hear a voice call out saying, "Leave it." They had to abandon their catch, or the canal would take it. Right. Is that what you're expecting to find here, in this park? Not quite. We're talking about a folktale from hundreds of years ago. After centuries of the telephone game, who knows if it's anything like the original story? So basically, you think the true story of the Whispering Canal might be completely different from what we know. Exactly, I'm sure it is. I mean, weren't you curious? About what? People from around here have that expression, left at the canal, right? Meaning to abandon someone. This story is where it comes from. Except the stories being told today is about fish. There's nothing in it about leaving people behind. Now that you mention it, that's true. So you're saying the original story maybe did involve someone being abandoned. That's what I'm trying to find out. Ah. Gotcha! Oh, by the way, were we talking about the rite of resurrection? Ooh, your memory's as strong as your tolerance. I'm going to start calling you my Martini Man Shogo. I'm really climbing up the drinks menu, huh? So you know about it, huh? The rite of resurrection? A magazine ran a feature on it recently that got practically everyone talking about it. Really? Maybe that's where I heard about it. Still, I don't know. It seems a little too far-fetched to be true. So, the rite of resurrection. It's the forbidden art of bringing the dead back to life, concocted by a famous myoji from an ancient age. Listen, don't bring the dead back to life. It'll cost you an arm and a leg. Rumor has it an old manuscript containing actual concrete details about the rite was recently discovered. This rumor comes from a presentation given by local historian Hideki Arashi at an academic conference. You sure know a lot about this stuff. That's because I'm secretly a huge occult buff. I kinda got that. The world's worst kept secret. Oh. But if a researcher spoke about it at an academic conference, it must have some basis in fact. Exactly. That's why I believe the rite of resurrection is real. Now I'm starting to believe it too. Good. The pursuit of the unknown starts with belief. I got that from Professor Arashi himself. As indicated by its name, this manuscript holds detailed instructions on how to perform the secret art of reviving the dead. This forbidden ritual is said to have been devised by a once famous onmyoji. Local researcher Hideki Arashi recently discovered the old manuscript and gave a presentation on it at an academic conference, sending ripples through the field of occult studies. And if you can believe that, there might be hope for you yet. You can't be serious. Wait, hang on. I've got another question. You mentioned the rite of resurrection. Are you looking for that too? Does it have something to do with the 7 mysteries of Hanjo? Oh, you're sharp. I can cut my finger on you. On my chiseled abs, yeah. To tell the truth, it's actually the other way around. What do you mean? Well, I started off searching for the rite of resurrection, but along the way, I realized I needed to investigate the 7 mysteries of Hanjo first. I see. So then, why are you looking for the rite? If you're looking into a way to bring someone back from the dead, does that mean you've got someone you want to bring back? You know what? Forget it. It just came to mind, so I thought I'd ask. Didn't mean to pry. Sorry. No, it's fine. I figured I'd need to tell you at some point. It's Ogopogo. Ogopogo? Yeah, I want to bring Ogopogo back to life. He died in an accident about a month ago. Ogopogo died. Oh, right. Ogopogo was my dog. I had him for 8 years. Ah, okay. Your dog. Gotcha! You spent a long time together. Losing him must have really been hard for you. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure if the writer even works on dogs. This game conditioned me to say rite of resurrection, so as soon as I saw the word right, I was immediately going to say of resurrection after it. But as soon as I found out about it, I knew I had to give it a try. I don't think I could forgive myself if I just let the opportunity pass by. Definitely. Now I understand why you feel so strongly about it. Thanks for telling me. I know this must be hard to talk about. But you know what? All that led to me meeting you, so at least something good came out of it. Though that doesn't mean I'll stop looking, obviously. Yoko, I'll do everything I can to help you. Yay, I'm so glad to hear that. Let's keep up the hard work then, yeah? My Shogo voice is going to constantly just keep devolving until it becomes Solid Snake. So, about the connection between this rite and the 7 mysteries. Putting together everything we've talked about. My guess is the original stories behind the 7 mysteries, the true stories, are the keys to finding the rite of resurrection. And that's why you're here, searching for one of them. Do I have that right? Wow, 10 out of 10. You're proving to be quite the capable assistant. Wait, since when was I your assistant? Anyway, this is all just hearsay, but some say that what led to the 7 mysteries coming to be was the rite of resurrection itself. Huh. Don't the stories come from the Edo period? I thought the rite of resurrection was supposed to be way older than that. Right. It seems that an onmyoji from the Edo period rediscovered the ancient art. That old manuscript I mentioned with all the details on how to use the rite, apparently it was written by the Edo period. Oh, right. I never told you its name. The manuscript is called The Record of Fates. Whoa, what a name. And it speculates that the secret of the rite is hidden within the 7 mysteries of Hanjo. 9 mysteries, 15 mysteries. So now, the 7 mysteries are the hot new trend. Among who? You know this whole thing's starting to sound pretty questionable. Come on! Remember what I said about the pursuit of the unknown? If it starts with belief, right? An old manuscript from the Edo period written by the sorcerer who recovered the rite of resurrection. It is viewed as a priceless and authentic document due to its detailed account on how to perform the ritual. Whoa! What the hell? It feels like the air just changed. Think. What was that just now? Think. What was that just now? You okay? Yoko, are you okay? Hey, what's wrong? Stay with me. No, this can't be. No, That's what she sounds. Think. Something's got Yoko really rattled. Is it behind me? Am I ugly? What? There's nothing here. It's me, isn't it? I'm just ugly. I feel eyes on my back. I can't move. Is there something behind me? Clearly not. There's trash. Is this how she's so upset? The littering? I'm upset about it too. Why? Yoko! There's nothing here! It's no use, she's no condition to talk. Look up. Think. Something's got Yoko really rattled. Oh shit, it's a playground! I must be missing something, yeah. Push. She still looks really spooked. Now she's making this up. Damn it, did I miss it? Why did it just say push over there? Are you okay, Yoko? It's no use. She's in no condition to talk. What? What is it? Push. Ugh, I don't get this. What's going on? Did something happen? Yoko. She got drunk and passed out while I was thinking about what was happening. Come on, Yoko. What the hell? Yeah, just hit the flask a bit more while I was thinking what was going on, right? Oh, she was just having a drunken hallucination. That was the problem. There was nothing there. God damn it, Yoko. Look at her. Look at her. She got vodka just dripping from the eyes and mouth. Huh? Oh, someone cut in like the Danganronpa body found animation during that. Yeah, exactly. Huh? What the? What is something? What is it? Why is that happening? Show go. Okay, 1 a.m. Kinshibiori Park. Yoko, answer me. Yoko. No way. It can't be. Why? Why? Ah! Oh, sorry. Let me give an authentic, YouTube reaction to that jump scare. Ah! That was so scary, guys. That was so scary. Knocked me right out of my chair. That was so spooky. Like, just knocked me, messed up my hair, knocked me right out of my chair. It unbunned my hair. Like, it took like the bun right out of my hair. It just got unbunned, man. That was so scary. What the hell just happened? No, damn it. I've got bigger problems. Yoko, just hold on. Everything's gonna be okay. I forgot I was doing Solid Snake voice for him. Oh God, she's not breathing. She's cold. I don't feel a pulse. This can't be happening. Okay. I've got an ambulance, right? I've got to call an ambulance. I need a phone. I know there's a phone. There's a convenient phone booth right here. Right, the phone. I've got to call an ambulance. I called it in. The ambulance shouldn't be long. But is it going to make a difference? Her body's gone stiff, and her skin is cold. I don't think she's breathing. She looks more like a mannequin than a person now. I don't think there's any coming back from that. I don't get it. Just a few minutes ago, we were chatting away without a care in the world. Yoko. How did this happen? How could someone so bright and bubbly just suddenly drop dead? Resurrect her. Huh? Oh, that's right. If that rite of resurrection she was talking about really does exist, there might be a way to bring her back. If someone could just drop dead out of nowhere, like they were cursed, then why shouldn't there be a way to bring them back to life? Yoko believed in it, so if I believe in her, it seems completely possible. Yeah, believe in the Yoko that believes in you. Maybe, just maybe, I can still save her. Even if I got to deal with spirit senses and curses or whatever, I've got to try. Wait for me, Colonel. Yoko, I promise I'll use the rite of resurrection to bring you back. Right before she died, I felt a strange presence a few times. And it seemed like she saw something that shook her to the bone. There's definitely something strange going on, and maybe it's still her. Here, what could she have seen? Yo, sick denim jacket, bro. She realized that the rite of resurrection and 7 mysteries were connected, so maybe whatever she saw had something to do with that whispering canal. Whoa! Damn it, that presence again. It must be around here somewhere, but where? There's the trash on the floor. The cold night air feels like it's pressing down on me. Just standing here makes me want to scream, but I've got bigger problems right now. Fallen object. Huh? There's something on the ground. Did Yoko drop this? It's a fish! I didn't notice it till now, but there's a small wooden sculpture by her side. It's 3 or 4 centimeters tall. It looks like it could be a keychain, but from how rotted it is, it's way too old for that. Despite how tiny it is, I feel an almost palpable malice radiating from it. What the hell is this thing? Cursed stone acquired, the Whispering Canal. Oh, it's a spooky ghost! It's the drowned child! What the? Leave, help me, why? It hurts. Are these the Whispering Canal's memories? Gah! Such deep sorrow. A resentful memory is flowing into my mind. To turn their backs, they walk away, leave me behind, drop dead. Kill them. Kill them. Those who walk away. Kill them all. You have acquired the power of the curse stone of the Whispering Canal. You can use it to kill those who walk away from you. Press the Use Curse button to kill your target as they attempt to depart. Grah! Grah! A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Now. Kill! Can you hear it, Curse Bearer? Which Dark Souls character is called the Curse Bearer? Is that like Dark Souls 2? Bearer of the Curse? You, who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. Should you seek life's restoration. Take your curse in hand. Reap lives by the score. And claim their soul dregs for your own. Collect enough to sate this vessel. And by their sacrifice claim the gift of resurrection. Nope, that's not gonna... That voice ain't gonna cut it. Or better yet, I was gonna cut my throat. Slay your fellow curse bearers, for theirs are the equal of droves of lesser souls. Now go forth and kill! Formerly known that the night Oh, here we go. A cursed power. Kills by drowning one who leaves the curse bearer behind. Toki loved fishing with her father, Jinkichi, more than anything. With their wicker baskets on their backs, they would leave for the canal every morning and fish till the evening. The miso soup her mother, Koma, made using the carp they caught was to die for. Her parents loved her dearly. One day, however, her father disappeared. Toki's mother went to look for him and never came back either. Those who came to express their concern eventually stopped visiting her out of fear. Toki continued to wait, all alone. Mother, father, where did you go? Don't leave me behind. Unable to bear the loneliness, she left her home and trudged along the roads until night fell. Neither her mother nor father were anywhere to be found. Tears stung her eyes. Suddenly, the sound of fish splashing in the water cut through the silence. She found herself standing before the canal where they used to fish together. The taste of carp and the memory of her father's smile flashed across her mind. Without thinking, Toki walked into the moat. The sound of water splashing echoed throughout the canal air, the night air. Passerby thought of it only as the fish in the canal. The splashing faded, and silence returned to the lonely night. Curse echoes / curse bearers. Curse echoes are the visual manifestations of curses. These manifestations are fundamentally related to the origin of the curse. They do not always take the same shape and may sometimes appear in a more abstract or disfigured form. They lack consciousness, unlike a spirit, and are thus the mere dregs of a soul. Curses are made tangible by what are known as soul dregs. Someone possessed by a curse that has a curse echo is called a curse bearer. A curse echo is in itself a curse, and a possessed curse bearer can inflict that curse upon others at will. A curse that comes with a curse echo is considered very powerful in and of itself. Ordinarily, those with no spirit sense would not be able to perceive a curse echo, but someone who becomes a curse bearer can see other curse echoes. Curse stones. Old Netsuki coverings imbued of curses derived from the seven mysteries of Hanjo. Ordinarily, only those with spirit sense can wield such curses, but these curse stones allow ordinary people to use them just as lethally. The Whispering Canal. Ah yes, all one of them. Soul dregs. When someone dies, their life essence leaves the body and becomes a soul. If one is killed by means of certain curses, however, their life essence will turn into a residue known as soul dregs. The rite of resurrection essentially uses these soul dregs as a sacrificial offering to bring back the dead. But the amount of soul dregs required depends on when the person being resurrected passed away. The more time has passed since their passing, the more soul dregs are required. Well, damn it, we better revive Yoko quick. What the hell was that? It was like the curse's memories flowed directly into my mind. Oh, it's gone. In an instant, I understood everything. When I picked up this curse stone, the Whispering Canal must have cursed me. I also heard a strange voice. It told me that if I want the right, I have to kill a bunch of people with this curse stone and collect their souls. I guess it's good to know that the right really exists, but this thing wants me to kill people to get it. Screw that! Putting my own life on the line is one thing. Murdering other people is another thing entirely. And not just one person either. Scores, it said. So this is the curse of the Whispering Canal, huh? A curse that traps the soul of anyone who tries to walk away from me. But if I use it and collect enough souls, then I'll be able to bring Yoko back. And there was something about other curse bearers being worth more soul dregs. Jeez. I'm really at a loss here. Yoko looks fine. She's fine. Just splash some water on her face. course. I don't know how it took me so long to realize. This has to be some weird prank she's playing. Any second now, she's gonna open her eyes and get up and have a good laugh at how scared I was. Right, Yoko? You can give it up now. Boy, did I fall for that one. You really got me good. Wait, no, I've got it. You really were some sort of spirit all along. There's no way you're really dead, right? I'm not even fooling myself anymore. There's no going back, only forward. I've called an ambulance already. It should be here soon. Who's this? Now that I look closer, there's someone there. Hey, who's there? Man. Oh my, how unexpected. It was your curse that killed that poor woman, I take it. What? Cat got your tongue, Mr. Okay? Huh? A tall, humorless-looking man. He doesn't look familiar to me. He's acting like he knows me, though. Have we met somewhere before? Who are you? And how do you know my name? Do you mean to say you don't recognize me? I forgot the voice I used to him already. This comes as a bit of a shock, I must say. Look a little harder, and I dare say it will jog your memory. What's with this guy? Yeah, let me look harder. Let me thunk. That man, who is he? He looks to be in his 30s or 40s. He's all dressed up in a suit and tie, but somehow he looks real shady. What's he doing here? Was he watching us all this time? Something tells me curses are nothing new to him. If he's one of the other curse bearers, then I need to be careful. He might be here to kill me and take my curse stone. But by the same token, killing him will net me a lot of soul dregs. I still don't have a clue who you are. How do you know me? Have we met? Dear me, it is always humbling to find that one is not as well known as one believes. Perhaps my name will help you remember. I am Takumi Yumioka. Takumi Yumioka? Does that ring any bells? I think I've heard that name somewhere before, maybe. So, you do not even know my name? How disappointing. Disappointing, but fortuitous. Mysterious stranger, Takumi Yumioka. Takumi Yumioka, male. You don't know what he does. The man who was covertly watching Shogo Okiki at Kinshibori Park. Well then, Mr. Okei, allow me to make you a proposition. You have a curse stone in your possession. I would like you to give it to me. I can't. I need it to bring Yoko back to life. Oh my. So you mean to use it, then? You know about the 7 mysteries of Hanjo, and their curses and all that, don't you? But of course, those curse stones. They are terribly dangerous things, capable of killing without a trace, so long as their conditions are met. I hadn't thought of it that way, but yeah. Imagine what might happen if one fell into the wrong hands. They would be safer in mine, don't you agree? No. Although it seems I arrived too late to stop you from killing that poor woman. What are you? That wasn't me. Oh. I am willing to overlook your indiscretion, but only if you give me a curse stone. No way in hell. For all I know, the wrong hands are yours. Very well. I had hoped to settle this amicably, but you leave me no choice. Should I pull out a gun? This Takumi guy must have a curse stone of his own. He must have a curse stone. At least I'd be safer to assume so. It would explain how he knows so damn much, so he can kill me instantly, as long as he fulfills his stone's conditions. Until I know what those conditions are, I can't make any sudden moves. I have to keep him talking, learn what I can, and figure out a way to get my curse out first. How can I get him to leave me behind? Though, it will be a waste not to take this chance to find out about the other curse bearers. I need a topic that'll keep him talking. My best bet would be... What do you want with my curse stone anyway? I intend to seal it away in a secure location so it may never be used again. I am certain that you too would rather be free of this burden. The power to kill without fear of consequence is, in itself, a curse. There are many ne'er-do-wells in this world who could not resist the urge to use it. All the more so if promised the chance to resurrect the dead. You'll seal it away. How? I will put it in the care of a sorcerer who is well versed in supernatural matters. Is his name Stephen? Stephen Strange? Is he a strange guy? If I have gained your trust, I must ask you to hand me your curse stone. Think. If I want to use my curse stone on him, I have to get him to walk away and leave me behind. Now, what would convince him to do that? Scenario 1, he does what he came here to do. Scenario 2, he suddenly needs to be somewhere else. He's probably here for my curse stone, so I don't think I'd get out of Scenario 1 alive. Scenario 2 means hoping something will happen by chance, and luck is rarely on my side. So my only hope is Scenario 3. Something makes it impossible for him to stay. I don't have to keep him away forever. I just need to get him to walk away once. Before I give you my curse stone, I want to know who you are. I need to know if I can trust you. Extreme close-up! Yumioka. A reasonable enough concern. Very well. I am an associate of the great sorcerer, Suigen Gamioto. Suigen Gamioto? Indeed. You must have heard of him. I believe he was recently featured in a certain magazine. Your unfortunate companion there came seeking his counsel not a few days ago. It was from her that I learned your name. I thought she would have mentioned me to you, but it seems that was presumptuous of me. And when did this happen? Why, just 2 or 3 days ago. Gotcha! Yeah, I'm not buying that. He knows I don't know who he is, so he's just trying to feed me a story. I've only known Yoko for a month, but she never mentioned going to see some mystic. Although, it is Yoko we're talking about here, so it's hard to say for sure. Just ask her. Just turn around and be like, hey Yoko, do you know this guy? I'm sure she can answer. I hope that is enough to convince you that my hands are more than trustworthy. How do you know it wasn't you who killed Yoko? With your curse? Mr. OK, if you are hoping to trick me into revealing whether I possess a curse stone, I assure you, you cannot. It is your curse that was responsible, Mr. OK, no matter what you might tell yourself. That doesn't make sense. They only found this after Yoko died. Oh? Don't play dumb. I know you're the one who did this. Whether you choose to believe me is your prerogative, but you are mistaken. But you should know that multiple curses awakened at once at the stroke of midnight. There are many other curses in Hanzhou, and many other curse bearers. It is not premature of you to assume that I am the one responsible. Oh, is it not premature? My bad. Sorry, I'm reading your text. Your text is wrong. Wait, so you're saying that at midnight, a bunch of people became curse bearers? There's no point in continuing this conversation. For all I know, he could be telling me anything. You okay? You okay? I've called an ambulance ready. It should be here soon. The cold night air feels like it's pressing down on me. Just standing here makes me want to scream. Eh? Huh? The hell's that? It looks like a light floating in midair. Huh? Think. Takuma Yumioka, he said his name was. He hasn't taken his eyes off me for a second. Even now, he's still staring right at me. Who the hell is he? Maybe if I focus, I can recall something useful. Takuma Yumioka, how the hell does he know me? It's not like I've been getting out much. I barely have a life outside of work. Wait, that's it! My work, that's how he knows me. I've never actually met him, so it totally slipped my mind. Secretary to the chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps. The man who was covertly watching Shogu Takumi is the secretary to the chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps, a chemicals company headquartered in Sumida City. Takumi worships the company chairwoman, Natsui Yamamori. Natsui Yamamori. No, we're gonna go Natsu Yamamori. And demonstrates his unwavering loyalty through his swift and exact execution of every task given to him. Just as Natsu Yamamori continues to exert tremendous influence over the company since her retirement from the presidency, so too does Takumi. Continuing to support her behind the scenes, acting as Natsui's mouthpiece in this capacity, has earned him the ire of the current president and the board of directors. Takumi knows the names and faces of not only all employees at the head office, but also the temporary workers in their factories and warehouses, and even their main suppliers. Suigen Gamyoto, my ass. This guy thinks he can sell me anything. But I don't know if having figured that out helps me much right now. Why are you so convinced it was my curse that killed Yoko? Why? It is simply that. Huh? I do believe I just saw your companion move. She what? Suigen Gamyoto, my ass. I know who you are. You work at Hihaku Soaps, just look at me. You're the chairwoman's secretary. Well, that took you long enough. Your lack of company loyalty is frankly astounding. Allow me to reiterate my request then, not as a stranger, but as your superior. Hey, we're not at the office. You don't get to push me around like that. Why is our chairwoman's secretary even out looking for curse stones anyway? I refrain from revealing myself precisely to avoid such questions, but I suppose needs must. Since the dawn of the Showa era, the land of Hanzhou has nurtured our company's growth and vice versa. It is our duty to ensure that curses do not take root in this land we know as our home. I'm not sure I buy that. Like many things, it's not a matter that concerns the rank and file. The chairwoman has no desire to spread fear through our beloved company's birthplace. Now, if that is all, I must insist that you hand me your curse stone. For each of the 7 mysteries, there's a curse and a curse bearer, right? Do you know who any of the others are? And what would you do with that information? Kill them. Your intentions are nothing untoward, I hope. Want revived girlfriend. It is in the hearts of the selfish and insipid, of those who would be the most tempted by the rite of resurrection, that the curses take root. And the curse's resentful memories impart a powerful urge to kill, as I am certain you are aware. You are a victim of circumstance, Mr. Kai, but your situation is exceedingly dangerous. You must relinquish your curse stone for your own benefit before it is too late. Too late? It's already too late. There's no going back. All I can do is keep pressing forward. And if you're going to stand in my way, then I'll have to stop you. Am I to take that as a threat, Mr. Okei? I would encourage you to exercise more discretion before you fall foul of a curse. Think. Wait, I've got it. I know I can convince him to leave. Oh, Carp, I totally forgot. What is it? I called an ambulance. Oh, right, I forgot to mention. I called an ambulance. It should be coming any minute now. An ambulance? Have you lost your mind? They will arrive to find you standing next to a corpse, alone in the dead of night. No doubt they will hand you over to the police, who'll have some questions for you. Probably, but I'm sticking with Yoko. Unless you want to join me in the interrogation room, you better get out of here. You're telling the truth, I see. They're getting closer by the second. I can't afford to be wary at this juncture. I fear I must take my leave. Yeah, walk away, I dare you. Sooner or later, I'll return for your curse stone. I only hope you do not abuse it in the meantime. Yeah. Shogo Oki, you dare! Ah! He's dead. I won! He's dead. He's really dead. So this is what a curse stone could do. Whoa. Wow, he sucked. He sucks. He's only worth 1%. He acted so pompous. He used like big words, and look at him. His soul is only 1%. He's nothing. He's worth nothing. He's dregs of dregs. Which means he had no curse stone on him if his dregs are worthless. So I killed this poor guy. He deserved it. He was weird. I left the park immediately. I felt bad for leaving Yoko, but I couldn't stay there. The emergency medical services will probably take care of her body. Takumi's too. This will be all over the news tomorrow. But until then, at least I know she'll be in a safe place. All right. I have to find my next sacrifice quickly. I've got no time to waste. I need to find the other curse bearers and collect their souls. Killing Takumi barely got me any soul dregs. I guess he mustn't have been a curse bearer after all. It's not enough. The soul of a non-curse bearer amounts to little more than leftover breadcrumbs. I have to think of places where the other curse bearers of the 7 mysteries would be. The curses were activated around midnight. The others are bound to be active still. I should check to see if there are any other places with connections to the mysteries nearby. At the very least, another curse bearer might be thinking the same as me, meaning I could run into them. Let's see which of the 7 mysteries are closest. I'm in the Conchicho area right now. The haunting clappers on the other side of the Okyo River, just over Shimoku Bridge. The foot-washing mansion and the ever-burning lantern are around South Wargasi Street, past the train tracks. And further along Oyoko River, I'll find the beckoning light at Hawonji Bridge. Those 3 places are the closest. I guess I should start there. I'll collect the other curse bearer's souls before dawn and bring Yoko back to life. I should go to another location connected to the 7 mysteries of Hanjo. Curse stone. The curse stone of the Whispering Canal. One of the 7 mysteries of Hanjo. It is currently 1% filled with soul dregs. Alright, well, good reintroduction to this game for me. I think I'm going to stop here for tonight since I do have to be up early. But tomorrow after work, it's going to be time to start command mission. That'll be fun. I've been looking forward to playing that. Oh, right, my autosave. Okay, so the last time has it? Did I literally? No. That says 3:15. Never mind. For a second, I thought this was my save from like the last time I played the game, and I was like, did I really play this game exactly a year ago? Then I realized that this is today's date. Then I realized that is today's date. All right, great game. Really spooky jump scares. You know, it's so scary. It knocked me out of my seat and it messed up my hair. All right. Good night. Bye. Thanks for watching. Bye. We will save Yoko. I guarantee it.